Hey there, Basement Tapes 270, possibly the last one for a little while. I have a work trip planned here, and I usually don't like to take my stuff with me, and especially since I just like to hop on and off with my personal bag of gear, meaning my clothes, stuff that holds up my nether regions, and stuff like that. So probably won't be recording any unless I get really, really comfortable with my surroundings and all that stuff. But it takes an effort to do this stuff. And I appreciate everybody tuning in and the kind words that have been left for me on the YouTube board. So thanks, everybody. Let's get to 1975's Kellogg's baseball cards, of which I have a pitiful four of them. 3 out of the 4 are Hall of Famers, but it's really a horrible showing if you really, really ask me. Uh, 59 of them total. Average value $9.75, $575 total value, $200 to $400 for this complete set of 57. The cards in this 57 card set measure approximately 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. The 1975 Kellogg's 3D set could be obtained card by card in cereal boxes or as a set from a box top offer from the company. Card number 44, Jim Hunter, exists with the A's emblem or the Yankees emblem on the back of the card. Cards still found with the wrapper intact are valued 25% greater than the cards listed below. This set was available from Kellogg's for 2 box tops and $2. Anyway, let's get to the top 3 of these cards according to Beckett OPG. That would be Nolan Ryan, Pete Rose, and Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench was a pretty big deal back then, folks. Great catcher. Absolutely amazing at the bat and behind the plate. And an incredible signature. If you want to look at his card, any of his cards, you can see how well he's signed. 57 cards, Kellogg's 1975 3D Superstars. According to TCDB, the teams listed are Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Angels, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Tigers, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Brewers, Twins, Mets, Yankees, Athletics, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Cardinals, and the Texas Rangers. Things would change in a few years, as we knew, with the addition of 2 more teams, but we're holding our own so far. Bobby Grich, last line on back begins with 1973 work, whereas card 4B says last line on the back begins with because his. Jim Hunter, again, the A's logo or the Yankees logo. So there we have the old A's logo. There we have the old Yankees logo. Jim Hunter, a man between cities at this time. Packaging. Let's get to the Hall of Famers. 14 of them. Bench, Brooks Robinson, Jenkins, Ryan, Morgan, Carew, Brock, Hunter, 2. Perry of the Gaylord variety. Yastrzemski, Jackson, Fingers, and Michael Jack Schmidt, the greatest third baseman ever. Packaging. Oh my gosh, Tony the Tiger has burst into your breakfast nook and has said, kids, sit down to breakfast with Tony the Tiger and one of your favorite baseball players. 3D cards, 3D baseball card inside this package. One of a series of 3-dimensional picture cards, baseball stars, printed with players' autograph and season records. Inside the package is a lifelike, full-color, 3-dimensional picture card of a famous Major League Baseball star. Pocket-sized card is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 and is printed with player's autograph. Back of card, his player's lifetime and has players' Major League lifetime records. Wow. 57 different 3D baseball cards. Get 1 card in every specially marked package of Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. Can't imagine why they need to say the same thing over and over again on the back of the package, but it's there, and the cards are aplenty. There's another box that has the exact same wording, but different players lined up there for your viewing pleasure as you get your sugar high and prepare for a lifetime of visiting the dentist every 6 months. Gallery. Let's go to the gallery. 3D Superstars. We have the blue border inside the white border. The blue border contains white stars. It says 3D Superstars up top, has a shape I can't describe. It's a different, it looks like an oil tank out in the oil refinery area there. Roy White leads us off, number 1. Back of the card, I want to say it's dark blue on white. Still difficult to read. This stuff here was crazy. team logos on there, MLB logo, MLB PA logo, and all that fun stuff. Ross Grimsley, Reggie Smith, Bobby Grich with the error, Greg Gross, Bob Watson, Johnny Bench, Jeff Burrows, Elliot Maddox, not to be confused with Gary Maddox or Elliot from E.T., John Matlock, not to be confused with Andy Griffiths Matlock, Pete Rose, Leroy Stanton, Bake McBride, Bake Arnold Ray McBride there, Jorge Orta, or they would call him George Orta, depends on where you were from, friend or foe, Al Oliver, Johnny Briggs, Steve Garvey, he is a Brooks Robinson, John Hiller with the Tigers is card number 19. Then we got Len McLaughlin, Cleon Jones of the Mets, Fergie Jenkins, Bill North, him and Reggie got in a big blow up once, Steve Busby, with the Royals, Richie Zisk with the Pirates. Nice stash, Richie. Nolan Ryan with the Angels. Joe Morgan, Joe Rudy, Jose Cardinal. He was an original 1972 Topps traded recipient. Andy Messersmith, he was the first free agent. Los Angeles Dodgers. Willie Montanez, Billy Buckner, Rod Carew, Lou Piniella, Ralph Garr, Mike Marshall, Gary Maddox, he is a Vietnam War hero. He is a Philadelphia Philly legend. 3/4 of the earth is covered by water and the rest by Gary Maddox or something like that. Secretary of Defense, he was my mom's favorite player, if you haven't heard that before. Dwight Evans with the Red Sox, Lou Brock. See a lot of Lou Brock holding the bat. Not a lot of Lou Brock running around. Ken Singleton, Steve Braun, Dick Allen, he's looks like they've used that picture for every card ever at Kellogg's. Johnny Grubbs, Jim Hunter, he's the New York Yankee. He's the Oakland A. Gaylord Perry, George Hendrick, Sparky Lyle, Dave Cash before he went up north to Montreal. He's jamming along there. 206 hits in 1974 for Dave Cash Jr. Louis Tiant with the Red Sox. He's got a pullover Red Sox jersey there. Cesar Geronimo, Carl Michael Yastrzemski, Ken Brett, Hal McRae, Reggie Jackson. Who would mess with that guy? Bill Northwood, that's who. Raleigh Fingers, Mike Schmidt, and Richie Hebner digging graves while he's not digging that back foot into the dirt. Richie's batting average went up, but his home run and RBI production, which he'd been improving each year, decreased last season. The Pirates, however, weren't overly upset about Hebner's 1974 arithmetic, which was still better than most of the numbers produced by other National League third basemen. The Bucks have long held Richie in esteem since signing him for a reported $40,000 bonus after making him their number one signee in 1966. Hebner opted for baseball over the pro hockey career his hometown Boston Bruins offered after he'd made Scholastic All-American as a high school hockey player. In fact, Richie has worked off seasons as a skating instructor in Pittsburgh. Man, he could do it all, huh? Dig ditches, do the axles and triple flips, toe flips. Perhaps he did pair skating. I'm not sure, but 1975 Exograph insignia trademark of Major League Club, 19 something something MLBPA, and series of 57, number 57. Richie Hebner being called out by Kellogg's for dropping RBIs and home runs. But anyway, that's Basement Tapes episode number 270, the 1975 Kellogg's 3D Superstars. Everybody be good to each other out there. And if I'm not back soon, leave the light on for me. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, everybody. Cheers.